Hi everyone, Elisa here, and in this video you are going to see the day in the life of a product manager. And I am super excited about this video because look, you've already seen a day in my life before, and so I thought it might be fun to see the day in the life of another product manager. So today in this video, I am going to show you the day in the life of my dear friend Alyssa, who is a product manager at a marketing tech company. So I hope you enjoy a day in the life of Alyssa. Here we go.
So I got into product management from a tech support role actually at my current company. I had worked in tech support to varying degrees before, and when I applied for this company, I had actually voiced from the very beginning that I had an interest in product, and the company fortunately was really helpful and invested in helping me get there. So I was kind of training to get into product management in tandem with working my previous role. So I typically get up at around 6:30 in the morning. I like to get my workout out of the way in the morning. I do like to get ready for the day. So I like to get my hair and makeup done and pick out an outfit. Nothing too crazy, but just something to get me kind of in the mindset of actually going to work. And then it's time for coffee. So I obviously can't function without caffeine running through my veins, so making sure that I have a cup of coffee to start off the day is always a good indicator for when the day is ready to go. And then I will usually sign in at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I can start checking email, Slack messages, and kind of get mentally prepared for the day for all of my meetings start. So a typical day for me starts at around 8 o'clock. I don't have stand-ups or anything until about 9 a.m. I typically look at my calendar and just take kind of a quick scan of the meetings for the day. I'll also check my emails to see if anything else has come through overnight. Basically make sure that there aren't any fires that need to be put out. And then I'll also go through all of my Slack messages. Once I've kind of gotten the boring admin stuff out of the way, I'll usually pull up my engineering's Jira board just to kind of take a peek at what the team is up to. Before I go into stand-up, I like to kind of have an idea of what the team is working on, what open questions that we might have, and do kind of any research that I might need to do with maybe a feature that's just released, or look into anything with our UX designer, just to make sure that we're going into that meeting prepared. And then we get to around 9 or 9:30. That's usually when I have a big stand-up with all the other product managers in the org. This is a good time for us to update each other on what's going on in each of each other's individual teams. After that, I usually have either a little bit of a gap, so I'll block that off for some research outside of just working with my engineering and product team. There are other kind of ops types teams that I am also involved with. So one of them is a research ops team, and we're doing a lot of research into personas right now and kind of refining that. So I'm blocking off a little bit more time to do extra research on that. And then we usually roll right into our engineering stand-ups. We'll pull up the Jira board, I'll usually share my screen, and then we kind of go one by one and talk through what each of the engineers are working toward. If there are any open questions that need product decision or UX decisions, we'll usually bring it up during stand-up. And this is a good time for me to kind of get a good heartbeat on what's going on with the engineering team, and also just make sure that I can be supportive in any way possible. After the engineering stand-up, I usually have a little bit of a gap and then go straight into a one-on-one with the UX designer on my team. UX and product, just basically they have to be really aligned whenever we're pushing features forward, and it really helps the success of the product itself. After that, we have a bi-weekly product and design stand-up. And this is where all of the product managers and all of the UX designers from each team kind of come together and collaborate, and again give updates on what we're going through. And this is a good way for product and design, again as a whole, can get together and strategize and make sure that we are aligned on product vision. And then the rest of my day is filled with a couple more one-on-ones, and I have a working session at the very end of my day. And that is for an internal tool that we're kind of switching over to right now. My one-on-ones are usually pretty quick in the afternoon. That's with my director of product. And that's just checking in to make sure that I don't have any questions or I'm not running into any roadblocks to get any kind of input. and then also with our product marketing manager. And that's a really good time for product marketing to align to make sure that timeline-wise we are in sync. So if we have a feature coming up, that's a good time for us to talk about any communications that need to go out, any marketing materials that need to go out. So by then I'm wrapping up at around 5:30. If there are any kind of wrap-up items, I usually try to get them done by 5:30. Sometimes it rolls into 6. It kind of depends on the day. Usually by this time I'll wrap up, I'll kind of close down, and either I'll go get a workout, I'll go on a walk, or I'll just head over to the couch and have a glass of wine. I have found a pretty good groove with my work-life balance as a product manager. There are different stresses and different things that you have to consider, but I don't feel like I am working from day to night in order to get my tasks done, and I feel like I'm still able to do quality work within kind of the average work day. It ebbs and flows, so sometimes it's gonna feel a little bit busier, sometimes it's gonna be a little bit more plateaued, but there's always something to work on. And what I really love about product management is that you're not always stuck or expected to do just one thing. Like, there are a lot of other things that I'm continuously learning while I'm in the role. And by the time I sign off, I don't feel like I am so burnt out from the day that I can't do anything else. I'm the type of person that likes to venture into a lot of different things and continuous learning outside of just my career. So I always kind of have a lot of side passion projects that I can invest my time into. Dance and fitness is a really big part of my life, so I live a really active lifestyle, and I don't ever feel like my career interferes with that. If anything, I feel like I'm really able to balance it all out and still come into work excited about what I'm doing every day. And this wraps up a day in my life as a product manager. Cheers.
So that was a day in the life of Alyssa. I hope you found it insightful, especially if you're considering making the move into product management. I hope it gave you a lens into the PM world. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you want to hear more, please subscribe. One more thing before I sign off, I want to do a special shout out to one of my subscribers, Maria, who just messaged me this week saying that she landed her first product management role after watching some of my videos and of course looking at some other product management resources online. So congratulations, Maria, and if you're watching, make sure to comment below and tell Maria congrats. Also, if you land your first product management role after watching some of my videos, let me know. That completely makes my day. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, friends.